Ah, okay. I think it's connecting. I think it's fine. I literally just noticed, like, before I went live. Well, not before I went live, but, like, before I started talking. Um... that fucking my internet on this PC went out. Which, honestly, I'm glad. Like, it started now, but oh well. But yes, hello, how's it going, everyone? Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Luna has decided that, hey, now that I am speaking, again, let me just, headbutt my face. Hi, thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Everything seems to be working. But yeah. Luna. So, like I said, I was gonna try to start these a little earlier. I do know next Monday is gonna be a bit different, so I'll probably change Cold. If I'm doing Cold Steel on Monday, I'll probably have to change it to Thursday, maybe. But yeah. Shut! I didn't know how to spell it, and autocorrect wasn't giving me the right spelling. Ow! Hello, Pascal. How's it going? How are you? What? Draco, shut the fuck up. Also, hello. How's it going? Thank you for any scream in my ear. I'm fine, how are you? I am good. I am excited to get back into this game because this game is great. Huh. So yeah, now we have to do negotiations. Only bedtime. Hell yeah. All the good stuff. Bed is great. Bedtime is great. What am I saying? I don't know. Today's been an interesting, funky day for me. Hey, sassy ginger man, yes.
So this is what Duke Cayenne looks
1
like.
1 a.m.? Oh my god. That's so late. That's like way... Oh.
It's hard to believe that.
Because it's only like 5 p.m. for me. So see you next time. Yes, no worries, Pascal, no worries. Thank you for stopping by, though. To see you around soon.
Although, I guess we did meet back on the ground before the war broke out.
Right, delayed audio. Oh, right. Well, I did put my
this war to drag on any more than you do.
I did put my microphone for this because I'm just gonna be honest, Draco. Are you gonna even want to like hop in for like 2 hours just to watch this dumb shit happen? Because I feel like you'd be fucking passed out by then. Anyway. Oh, and also, you have to be quiet.
We only acted as we did, due in part to our dearly departed Chancellor's behavior being far too unreasonable to justify
They don't
turning
math.
a blind eye.
Nice.
He garnered the trust of His Majesty, and in turn used that trust. He flagrantly disregarded this nation's beloved culture and traditions.
Well, isn't that the
treating
fucking
Livonia as if it were
deflection?
his own personal property.
Yeah, with you guys. Because you do it all the time.
Surely you too
Match,
noticed
yeah.
this.
Well, I can't say I disagree. We did hear story after story during our field studies about how aggressive his policies were. About the way
Yeah,
he
that is
didn't
kind of
care how
not a
many
good
enemies he
thing
made
to
as a
do.
result, creating
But
terrorist groups
also-
like the Imperial Liberation Front.
But as I said, the cause of our nation's ills is now gone. Now, all that remains is to turn back the hands of time just a touch, and the good old days of the Empire will be upon us once more. The key to this bright future lies in putting aside our differences and joining hands Am
I mean, I
wrong?
wasn't a huge fan of him before, but, like, everything about this has me like, no. I mean, yes, but no. I don't want this. I don't want to deal with him.
I'm afraid that yes, you are.
Yeah, you guys have kind of been
Believe
dipshits.
that people can so easily put aside their differences after all the Alliance has done? You occupied Heimdall and effectively took every one of its citizens hostage, imprisoned the Imperial family. And let's not forget how you're now in league with the enemy nation responsible for the destruction of Gorelia Fortress.
Yeah,
After all
you
that,
guys
the Imperial
kind
army
of didn't
would never
think
bow their
that
heads to the
through,
likes of
huh?
you, even if the rest of the population did.
My word. I'm afraid there's been a terrible misunderstanding. The
Um,
Imperial family is simply under our loving protection.
No, that is
Certainly
imprisonment.
Prison.
You can still treat them as they were, but the fact that they can't leave or do anything is imprisonment. No, thank you.
But that does bring me to exactly why I want you to help us.
It does?
The Azure Knight is already on our side. But if we had your Ashen Knight as well, that would mean we'd have two of the great knights of Erebonian legend to put into play. Couple them with our Panzer Soldats, and the Imperial Army's armored divisions would cower before us. You may not find us winning the war ideal. This
You guys
union
are
benefits
literally a
everyone
ticking
more than
time bomb of
carrying on until our
disasters.
inevitable victory,
And I don't know if this is a good idea. Rufus, you of all of us here should fucking know that this is a bad idea. This is not gonna go well.
What they may lack in firepower and armor compared to tanks, they make up for in mobility and versatility. But more
Oh,
important
good.
than
So
even those
everybody's
factors
gonna not
is
only
the
have
psychological
PTSD once
impact
this
they
is
have on
over,
our
but need
opponents.
very, very much a lot of therapy. Alright. I'm pretty sure this goes against one of the Geneva Conventions, but I'm not sure. I'm not well versed in it.
Well...
We're only human. As
Okay,
such,
listen here, you're
we
part
are
of
as
the problem, but
captivated
you're
as we
still
are
hot, so I
terrified
don't
of
know what to
giant
say about
beings
you.
bearing human form. And if that holds true even for mass-produced soldats made with modern technology, it will be all the more true for the divine knights of legend you and Crow possess.
Can't argue with that logic.
Yes, but Duke Cayenne, you're still
I will
alive.
say it once
How
more.
does this make this any
Ilya
better?
Osborne is dead.
This is, you have killed one evil. I'm gonna go on such a tangent about this, holy shit. We've killed one evil, and now we're witnessing a second evil. Being also, well, also under the influence of a witch, but again, I can't say anything against that.
With his death, all that's left to be done is end this ridiculous war.
I
and
doubt you'll
return
do
order to the
any
Empire.
better. Also, why couldn't you guys just put the fucking Machias's dad in charge? I think Machias's dad would probably do a bit better job. This man does not think past his own ass, and it's kind of telling.
Only then will everything be as it should. That includes both your pleasant academy life
Man really just
and
threatened
the
to kill my
peaceful days
sister.
of darling Elise and her friend the princess.
Rufus, shut the fuck up. Your dad
Whatever you
literally
ultimately decide,
almost killed
their
out
safety is
like
guaranteed.
almost fucking killed Reen's dad because he just wanted to capture them and be the, oh, I'm the better person. But fuck off. You know very well this situation is not gonna go well.
I would ask that you promise him this, if nothing else, Your Grace.
Yeah, but Governor Regnance isn't a noble, so he doesn't align with their values. I
course,
know,
I'm not a
but at the end of the
monster.
day, it's like, Kate, well, if you want someone to just be, like, not complicit to your values, but still bring order, like, fucking Machias' dad is gonna do a 10 times better job than Osborne. Like... But, like, again, yeah, like, they're nobles, they're not gonna think that. They're gonna be like, we need to go back in which we had all the power and you fucking peasants had nothing and we could just fucking do shit with no remorse. It's like...
We may stand on opposite sides of this conflict, but I still sit on Thor's board of directors.
You really gonna do that
And
right
in that
here,
capacity,
right now?
I suggest you consider carefully the choice before you. After all, every soldier must decide for himself whether a cause is worth fighting, perhaps even dying for. I look forward to hearing your answer.
Okay, but at this point, he has a mech and fancy shit he needs to deal with. Come with us, Master Reen. We'll escort you to your guest room. Food and refreshments will be provided for you there. You know, this has just been like the first few minutes of stream, and I can already tell that, man, was that it? Is this the is it? I guess it's not. I guess there's more. But I can already tell this is just gonna be a shit show. Oh my god. I want this to go down like the Titanic. Oh my god, this is the fucking Titanic. I'm going to hate this intermission, am I? I have a feeling I will.
All that's left to be done is end this ridiculous war and return order to the Empire. Only then will everything be as it should. That includes both your pleasant academy
Intermission
life
is actually pretty
and
good.
the peaceful
Oh,
days
like,
of
I don't doubt
darling
that the
Elise,
intermission is
friend of the
good.
Princess.
I mean, right now I'm having to do a very tough choice of side with the fuckers who started this shit, or lose my scholarship at Thor's, or probably other bullshit.
After all, every soldier must decide for himself whether a cause
Yeah,
is
I don't
worth
think this is
fighting,
worth it.
perhaps even dying for. I look forward to hearing your answer.
Also, it is very much like the Titanic. If it were a battleship, and you don't want it to sink.
The noble faction went too far.
No, I do.
The longer it goes on, the more people are going to suffer. Am I really okay with that? If I join them.
Okay,
could
I
reduce
do
the
see
number of
though
victims.
why
Friends with Crow again?
why him and Crow are
Free
shipped
Elise,
heavily
Princess
are
Alpha?
super hard, because I've never seen a person. I mean, you are kind of on it, Rin. Okay, well, physically, I'm not on it, so I don't mind. But, like, Reen could, I don't know, Valimar could snap those, ropes, it should be fine. But also, like, I have never witnessed somebody definitely considering the bad guy side
this
just so
isn't
he
that
can be
simple.
with his boyfriend. That is the most
Green
bisexual
thing.
shit ever, and I should say this as
I
someone
was
who
able to
is.
reunite with the others, but at least Princess is still in Alliance's custody. What's the best thing I can do? This isn't just about me. What do
I think it
you
already
want
is,
to do?
but hey, you gonna keep me comfy tonight?
Keep racking your brain like that and smoke will start coming out of your ears.
Oh yeah, for Cold Steel.
What do you want?
Hey now, no need to give me that look.
What do
I
you know?
figured I was gonna find you busy thinking
Huh.
everything over like your life depended on it. And what do you know? I was right.
Do we need couples therapy?
How about you mind your own damn business?
Yeah, doing you.
Don't you have better things to do with your time?
I think he's only
Maury,
used as
your chevalier would be far too
literally
busy with the
psychological
Lord to be hanging
warfare.
out around here.
he just stands there, swings around his thing, and is like, smile.
It's tough being popular.
I know I'm
If you
supposed to
joined us,
hate
I could
him,
Get away with doing half the work I am.
but I do have to respect that he just wants you on board, so he has to do less work. Like, that is... Him being open and honest about that is very much a... Man, I know there's red flags everywhere, but damn. That's hot. Pick the choice where I can be lazy, please.
Stop freaking out about it so much and make a choice.
This isn't something I can just decide by flipping a coin, Crow. And besides, it'd probably
This
be
is
an easier
literally-
choice, if not for a certain someone. What's that in your hand, anyway?
Grub, of course. Kinda early, but I brought you your lunch. Mind
I
if
hate
join
that
you?
I can't be mad at him right now. Oh my god, burger fry. That's so sweet of him, though.
Burgers, fries, and onion rings. huh?
I have a problem.
I was expecting something more fancy, like I had last night.
Oh, that kind of food more your thing? Okay then, give me a minute while I go ask the chef to whip something up.
No, this is fine. The burger looks delicious.
Cool. Alright, dig in.
It's a fish burger.
This tastes kinda different from a normal burger. Oh, no wonder. It's got whitefish in it.
Yeah, they're called fish burgers. Pretty good, right?
Yeah, the tartar sauce makes for an unusual extra flavoring too.
Already, this is an
This tastes amazing.
almost on par,
It's way
interesting
more
love
than the
story
food
to
I had last night,
Titanic.
to be honest.
He cooked
Glad
for
to hear.
us, too.
Guess it was worth putting my cooking skills to the test after all.
Reen, I understand.
Wait, you made this?
Was my first time cooking in a while, too. Sharon could probably do better, though.
Is
But I wanted
Jirai
to give it a shot
basically the
anyway.
equivalent
This stuff
of
was
New
like soul
York?
food back in Jirai where I
It
grew
seems
up.
like a New York
Oh.
thing. See why Ring gets a unique dish for burgers now and why they're fish ones?
All the time we spent searching for the leader of the Imperial
Yeah.
Liberation Front, he was right under our noses. Crow Armrust from the Jirai SEZ.
Oh, yeah. Vita was
I mean,
using
I
some
do
weird
see,
thing
and
based
I'm
on
also
what
just
was
like-
going on, wasn't she? So I guess you saw what happened there.
I know he's
Yeah.
he's the bad guy. I know he has his own reasons. But I can't be mad that he's taking the time out to be like, hey, I understand, but let's just have something to eat. And like, I know I killed the Chancellor and put this whole place into fucking ruin, but like, hey, I'm gonna still spend time with, am I an attention whore? I would forgive him if he did
Jirai was that
this.
special
this was
economic
me,
zone
and I
in the
hate
Northwest
this.
You guys went to during our August.
We didn't
field
run into
trip,
anything
too.
like that in Jiraiya's Special Economic Zone. Though I guess that makes sense, seeing as it's under direct control of the Imperial government and not a noble. I think I'm also just easy. You give me food, I'll forgive you. I seem to recall that it was annexed 8 years ago, is that right? Yeah, the Empire stitched it on nice and neat without much opposition. Now it's prospering as a special economic zone on the coast. Seemed like a pretty lively place.
So you ended up going back to your old hometown then?
Yeah, by pure coincidence. It's changed a lot since I was last there, so it was kind of surreal being back again. But it was nostalgic in its own way, too.
It's been bugging me for a long time now. What could have made you want to join a group of terrorists like the Imperial Liberation Front? What was it that made you hate Chancellor Osborn
I know he's
that
a murderer,
much?
but damn,
Enough to take his life.
he's great.
Tell me, Crow, please. I want to know what it was that made you who you are now. What kind of place Jirai was, how you lived there, and what you were doing before you entered the academy and met Toa.
Listen,
Angelica,
we have
and
time.
George.
You have brought food.
Where's the fun in prying into
We're
a
just
guy's
gonna
past?
set aside the fact that you have started war. We just kind of want to get to know you more as to why. Please don't ruin the moment. Like, I'm actually all for this, but...
Save all that talk for your number one in class.
Listen, I really wish the
Lucky girl
polyarmor's
anyway.
choice could be a
Elisa,
choice here, but,
Laura,
like...
Emma, Fee. And don't tell me it's Million,
I am
because,
so
you know,
glad he was like, okay, but it better not be Milliam,
I'm
though.
serious, Crow. I really want to
Just
know.
no. It's like, I respect. Respect 100.
Think of telling me your past is paying off the interest you owe on that 50 beer. Because until I know, until we know,
I never
won't be
expected
able
this.
to
I'm
move
really
forward.
enjoying it.
You're really
Even the game
serious.
says Milliam's off limits. That's honestly good. It is.
Crow?
The game literally calls you out if you go for Milliam. Like, the
My
game
past
literally
really isn't
says,
that big
no,
of a
you,
deal, you know.
no, you do not want to do that.
It's got nothing on yours,
Yes.
that's for sure. If you find yourself thinking that's all when I'm done...
Listen, we're
well,
having a
I warned
bonding
you.
moment.
So,
You've
you really
actually
wanna
come
know?
in doing probably the
Nothing you
best
say
thing
would
I
change
would
my
see when
mind.
resolving a conflict in a personal way of, hey, I made this food, let's just talk about it. Just talk about it.
Please.
All right, you win. Like I said, it's just
Okay.
your run-of-the-mill sob story. Pick up any history textbook and you'll probably find a dozen
Okay, but
others
you're
just
talking
like
to the person who very much
the kind of
loves
story
hearing,
that's so common,
like,
no one bothers to
little
remember
bits
it,
and
like it
stories
never
from, like,
even
history. Like, about people. Man resolves shit in a better manner than Elisa. He did! He did! Like, this is... Like, this is how I... Like, conflict resolved like this, I live for. Not just because there's food, but, like, so much can be resolved by just sitting down, talking about it, and then having something to give us energy. Doesn't matter if it's a drink, doesn't matter if it's food. Like, it's there to just help. He's doing everything right. I now see why people, like, ship them.
In those days, Jirai was known as Jirai City. It was a city-state off the coast of northwest Zemuria that prospered through maritime trade with West Erebonia, Northumbria, and Remiferia. It had a population of around 150,000 people, so it wasn't exactly a big place or anything. Because of that, the surrounding nations left it alone and let us live out our days in peace. We were pretty fortunate, all things considered, until about 20 years ago.
Oh.
That was when the Northumbrian disaster struck, and much of the Principality of Northumbria was turned to salt. And as a result, trade on the northwest shore was reduced to virtually nothing. Day after day, Jirai's prosperity started to fade away. Still, it wasn't all bad. We had our fishing, our historic landmarks, our septium mines. We could make use of those to get trade going again, both to keep our state running and to help out North Ambria.
Aw.
In fact, the one who advocated that approach was the mayor, my grandfather. He was the last mayor Jirai City ever had. He was a stubborn
He's
old
so
bastard,
cute.
but he had this wry sense of humor and was well loved by everyone. I lost my mom and dad early, so he was also my only living relative. He taught me just about everything a guy could know. He was like a mom, dad, and your old master rolled into one, I guess. Anyway, fast forward to 10 years ago. Out of nowhere, we received this proposal from the Erebonian government. They said they wanted to extend a railway line from Heimdall all the way to Jirai. We relied on the sea for trade before, but there wasn't any reason to believe we couldn't benefit from being connected to Heimdall by rail. The proposal drew overwhelming support from the city's council, and as a result, my grandfather was forced to accept. Within a year, the city had all of its old life back and then some. The streets were more bustling than ever. But keep in mind, this was the result of huge amounts of imperial capital flowing into the city. Land and buildings we once treasured were
So
bought up left and
capitalism
right.
is a problem here.
Everything became a target for investment. People only cared about making money. Something similar supposedly happened in Crossbell too, but unlike there, no opposition existed in Jirai. My grandfather sensed something was off, and he tried what he could to get the situation under control. Then one day, someone blew up the railway line leading to Jirai. Everyone demanded that it be repaired as quickly as possible. Everyone except the Imperial government. Instead, they panned our national security arrangements for being insufficient and threatened to withdraw all Imperial capital. The city was left in an uproar like we'd never seen. Shares plummeted, and with no one able to ascertain the culprit's identity, chaos reigned. That was when he showed up. Chancellor Gileath Osborne, in his third year as representative of the Imperial government, personally came to Jirai. We then received a second proposal.
The restoration of the railway and its future security will be seen to by the Imperial Army. In return for our continued assistance and safekeeping, Jirai will come under the wing of our glorious empire and attain even greater prosperity as a special economic zone.
The timing was too good to be true, really. Realizing this, my grandfather staunchly opposed the idea. He tried everything he could to convince the city's council to reject the offer. Unfortunately, once you taste the sweet fruit of prosperity, it's hard to want to go back. The council, made up of influential merchants and all their greed, jumped at the offer. And tempted by the elimination of customs, together with the tax breaks from being an SEZ, many of the citizens did too. And during all that, they conveniently found a suspect behind the railway incident, my grandfather.
Yeah, alright, that makes sense.
He loved Jirai more than anyone, and up till then, its people loved him too. And yet, virtually overnight, he found himself facing the wrath of both the city's council and the citizens alike. Left with no choice, he resigned from his position as mayor, and Jirai formally became
That is a
part of the
little
empire.
quick.
Both of these things
So I
happened
can see
on
why
the
that's an
same
issue.
exact day.
Your grandpa's still alive, though, yeah?
That was 8 years ago.
Well, yeah.
Naturally, everyone knew my grandfather wasn't the one who did it. They knew who was really responsible. They just turned a
Okay,
blind eye to
I
the
get it
truth.
as revengeance
See,
for, like, your
I warned you.
grandfather, but, like...
Just your run-of-the-mill sob story.
But, like... Are you doing this because you want to clear your grandpa's name?
I don't know what to
Have
say,
you already
Carl.
done your work by just killing Osborne? Although technically this could have been resolved better by leaking documents, but that's a different story.
What happened
Was
to him
it
after
old
that?
age? Please tell me it was old
One day,
age.
He just up and died. Once he resigned, the whole affair with the railway getting blown up was all but forgotten. He lived
Oh, no, that's
comfortably in
worse.
retirement for about half
That's-
a year, fell ill, and that was that. lost the will to go on, I guess. Like I said, he was the only family I had. I mean, I had plenty of friends even then, but I chose to leave it all behind. I was 13 at the time. I wandered the land, doing whatever I had to get by. That was when I met old Cayenne, who happily indulged my hatred for the Chancellor. And with his
See,
financial
this is why you
backing,
don't make
I went
giant
out with the goal
life-changing
to find
decisions
others
at the
who
age
were
of
just
13.
like me. That was the beginning of the Imperial Liberation Front. Gideon, Scarlet, and Vulcan were among those I recruited.
Okay, but that illustration.
I'd also met Vita then. I only knew her as the woman who would often come to see Cayenne. She guided me to a place below the city of Ortis, and there slept the Azure Knight Ordine. One after another, I overcame the same trials you did with your friends, but alone. And once I'd proven myself worthy, Ordine accepted me
This
as
is
his
why
awakener.
you don't make
That was 3 years
life-changing
ago. I was
decisions
16.
as a teen. And chose
My
the worst
preparations
villain
complete, I
back
concealed my background and
name
enrolled
because
in a military academy near the capital.
Okay, now what?
Everything I did for the sole purpose of taking the Chancellor's head.
I'm just worried about your future. Okay, I'm talking like
now,
this,
what's
like
with the
I'm actually
face?
there.
You look sadder about all this.
I
than
hate this. I'm actually.
I swear. I'm not trying to tell you the Chancellor was evil or anything.
What?
Still, there's no denying that he managed to outwit my grandfather. And he may have lost, but Pop's always loved a good gamble. It's thanks to him that I'm pretty good at chess, card games, that kind of stuff. I'd say
Okay,
it's
but I don't
fairly
think
normal for a
killing is the
student
way to
want
go
avenge
about it,
his
but
master's
okay.
defeat, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
At the end of the day, there's no denying this country has problems, and the Chancellor's methods were making them worse. I studied those problems, worked out how to use the situation to my advantage, and then won the game with an all-or-nothing gamble. But when you think of how peaceful Jirai is now, I'd say I've got a duty to clear up the mess left behind by my game too, which means ending this war and restoring peace. So it's only when that's done
Can
that
we
my
make
game
him
is
as
truly
part of our
over.
third-party deal? Like, hey, you've done your thing. I know you're being, like, contacted by, like, Cayenne and the hot one. But, like, he doesn't have anything left to do. We could get him... I have to stop. I need help.
I don't want whatever your decision is to be influenced by my past, okay?
I hate this. The first game he was not like this, and right now I'm living for
For you, more than anyone else.
Yeah, but Crow.
Anyway, I think I've stuck around here for long enough. You're gonna be treated as a visitor. Well, sort of. It's about time for the higher-ups to head back to Heimdall, so go ahead and pass the time however you want.
However I want. What else can I even do here?
Oh, okay. So it's an aircraft. It's a flying aircraft carrier?
There'll be no guards outside your room, so if you want to try and escape, be my guest. Just keep in mind that some members of Ouroboros and Zephyr are on board too. Not to mention me, Scarlet, and Vulcan. So if you're up for a gamble of your own, get ready to take all of us on.
Sounds fun.
That's one of the aircrafts in its flotilla.
Oh yeah, one more thing. There's this real cute visitor in the guest of honor's room on the second floor. I think she'd perk right up if she saw you. So why not go pay her a visit?
Crow?
Just don't go making
This
your girl
entire
jealous, okay?
interaction. Bruh. In this small interaction alone, he
Wonder
has
who he
changed
means.
my mind almost 100%. It has done an almost complete 180. The fact I am reluctant is literally because he is still the bad guy. Also, it's one of the aircrafts in its flotilla. Okay, so it is an aircraft carrier.
He said she's in the guest of
Oh,
honors room.
Hufflepuff, how's it going? How are you?
Well, I can't waste much time here. I told everyone I'd definitely come back soon. Right now, I need to gather as much information
Flotilla
as I
isn't
can.
an onboard craft.
I can make my choice after that.
But how
At least
about you?
then,
I'm good, I'm
be an
good.
informed one.
Just chilling and playing Cold Steel 2 by Yee. I don't know the difference, Draco. I'm sorry, I don't know the difference. It's surrounding craft separate from the main craft. Oh! It's a lot of ways I have to go. Is there stuff I have to pick up I can pick up right now? No. No, I do not think so. Might as well check it out. Oh, that doesn't have a door. Why I'm... Bent? Okay, good to know that that's going to be relevant in the future. Nah, intermission is free. Okay. Wait, what do you mean free?
I can sense someone inside.
Come on in if you like.
That sounds like... Excuse me.
No secrets as far as I know. Yeah, no, looks straightforward. The only reason I would... Oh, thank you for the headband chair.
Hello there, lad.
Just as I was about to say, the only reason I would join this side is because most of the people are hot.
I heard you came on board yesterday, so I did wonder whether we would run into one another at some point.
Hello, Scarlet. Last time we spoke was a month and a half ago. Tristan, I think.
Quite a memorable day for
Listen,
both
we
of us,
have free
wasn't it?
time for a while.
There's no need to stand over there.
I have
Come and have a
ideas.
seat. I'll pour us some tea.
You really don't have to. Well, I guess there's no harm in chatting for a bit.
These tea leaves really are wonderful, aren't they? Only the best for the airship of Erebonia's most powerful noble, I suppose.
Also, how's it going,
I
Jer?
have to admit, the fragrance is like no tea I've ever had before. You're right, though. It makes sense if it's something Duke Cayenne personally chose.
Oh? I was under the impression that your family is a part of the nobility, too. Your father is a baron, isn't he?
We're basically like the middle
We might be
class if it
noble,
actually
but
existed.
Generally, barons aren't all that wealthy. We live a relatively modest lifestyle.
Oh, really? I wouldn't have thought it before, but maybe my family was actually more well off than yours.
And Scarlet, I heard she lost her old hometown when he went and built a railway through it.
What kind of family did you come from then?
Oh, they weren't nobles, if
I met
that's
the
what you're
new
wondering.
PM
They
on
were
the
just
Latino side
relatively
today.
wealthy farmers.
Oh, how'd
They were
that go?
almost local celebrities in a way.
Oh, I see.
You're wondering how someone like me became a terrorist? It's written all over your face.
Well, I can't deny that I'm curious. I heard that you lost your hometown because Osborn built a railway through it.
Oh, did C tell you? No, I suppose it must have been V. He never was one to keep quiet about things.
So, I mean, what happened?
Some things are best left unsaid, I think. It's not as if knowing would somehow allow you to change things.
I suppose.
No mention of issues so far. In general,
so
it's the same as all the
adorable,
previous
Now I
PMs.
know why
How's
some
everything
like
doing?
you.
Everything's fine. Bye. Okay, bye. Bye.
What do you say? How about you come and fight with me and the other big girls and boys? It'll be fun, I promise.
Please stop teasing me. Anyway, thank you for the tea. It wasn't just made with high quality leaves, it was brewed exceptionally too.
You're very welcome.
You free tonight?
Oh, actually, I may as well ask while I have the chance. Where did you learn how to use that weapon of yours anyway? It's pretty unique.
Oh, that? I suppose it can't hurt to tell you. The holy city of Arteria.
The Arteria? Where the high seat of the Septian
Oh,
Church
so you're a
is?
Templar.
That's the one. It's called a Templar.
So are
sword,
you
and
like a
it's
fighting
traditional weapon
nun
of the
then?
church.
Yeah, nothing I need from them, nothing they need from me. Oh my god, you are a fighting nun.
A few years ago, I was studying to be a sister and was trained in how to use it there.
Okay, but
Surely
why is
you
this
must
hot?
be talking about some other church, right? You're telling me there are sisters in the Septian Church who use weapons like that?
There are more things in this world you don't know than you could possibly imagine. Well, it doesn't matter much now. I ended up returning to Erebonia before my training was complete.
Oh?
Anyway, that's all I'm telling you for now. I'll give you the full story if you decide to join us. Sound fair?
I
And if you
mean,
choose not to join, well,
actually, I
everybody
don't
has
know where
its own
she's
charms,
from,
I suppose.
but
She ended up being a lot friendlier than I expected her to be. I wonder how much of what she was saying about being a sister was true.
yeah,
Seemed to
actually,
really
this
hate the
is.
Chancellor. wonder what
I
she
am
intends
gonna
to
be
do now that
curious
he's
about
gone.
this because it's like, okay, well, the Chancellor is dead. She didn't mention it was a Templar sword in the last game, did she? I honestly don't remember that. But like, that does have me question, like,
I can sense someone
you know, when you
inside.
beat her mech. Oh.
Judging by the fact that S is in the next room.
Now I just lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. Like, I'm wondering with all this, because it's like, okay, yeah, now the Chancellor is dead. You guys have taken over Heimdall and have to, like, they thought only one step ahead, and now they have to fix everything, and I can kind of see where this shit is gonna snowball. Yeah, she says something like, damn, if they had finished my Templar sword, I'd be the one still standing. Ah. Okay, that makes sense.
Excuse me.
I think I was sleep deprived and also focused on the fact that there's mechs became a thing.
You finished talking with C?
His name's Crow.
How about
Let's see. And
husband?
he's never going to be anything else for me.
Oh, I know his real name. But to us, he's always gonna be
I mean,
Sid.
that's actually
That's
pretty
all he-
good, considering the
He
fact
might
that
be
most
young,
people would be
but
like,
each and
no.
every one of us look up to him and respect him. Anyway, take a seat. You got a whole lot of questions, I bet.
Well,
Is
we
your
already
asking
know
that mean
his
you're willing to answer
backstory.
them?
Depends on the questions.
Just out of curiosity, how many members does the Imperial Liberation Front have left? I know the explosion back in the mine was staged, obviously.
Sure was. Anyway, 10, give or take. We lost most of our members as soon as the war started kicking into gear.
Oh. Is that because the group's primary objective had been fulfilled?
Basically, yeah. We all came from different backgrounds, but the one thing we had in common was that we hated that bastard's guts. So after he'd kicked it, most of the guys didn't really have any reason for sticking around. Can't say I blame them for calling it quits.
Crow said that seeing this war through to its end was the last part of his game. Are the members who haven't left sticking around for similar reasons?
Interesting question. Can't speak for the others, but me? I don't really care how this war goes. I mean, I'm a former Jaeger who can hold his own in a fight. I've always lived for war. And teaching those dumbasses in the provincial armies how to
I
pilot
mean, I
soldats
kind
is a
of
job worth
get
doing,
why he
even if it's a
would.
pain. If we
Like, that makes
disband, I'll find
sense.
myself something else to do.
I see. I can't defend the assassination of the Chancellor or what you did near Trista, but I'd be happy if you chose to disband at least.
You're a funny kid, being oddly nice to us after all the shit we caused.
Honestly?
Don't you think?
The cycle of hatred's gone on for long enough. Crimes you've committed will never vanish, but no one wants this war to go on longer than it has to. It's not as though you guys want war, do you?
That's enough of the niceties. If you've got time to worry about us, use it to worry about yourself. Whether you choose to side with the Alliance or go against them, you've got a tough road ahead, whether you like it or not.
Okay,
Make
this
sure to
I'm
think
just
long
gonna
and
say this
hard
is so
before you
weird,
decide.
like being
If we
able
end up
to
as
talk
enemies
to what was essentially the bad guys in like such a normal situation. Like, yeah, like how were things? Like, I heard that you lost your family, and you know, all this happened, and now I'm just sitting here, I'm like, this is, huh?
On the battlefield.
Like, this is very sweet. There's like obvious growth from Reen. They're showing me their people. You get to speak with most antagonists right now. Ah. Perfect for the job. What do you mean? Sir.
He saw right through me. He's not wrong, though. I should be worrying about myself right now.
I mean, he's training useless fuckers to, like, fight in a mech. Of course he's gonna lose his spark. He's doing a 9 to 5. He's doing a 9 to 5 now.
His sole objective in life seemed to be to get revenge for his old Jaeger Corps killed by Osborn. Maybe he's just not sure what to do with himself now that he's done just that?
Okay, so we got that dude there. Oh, fucking. Oh, boy. Alright.
Good.
Joker.
Schwarzer.
What the? You're the Phantom Thief! You sure look comfortable. what are you doing here?
Ha ha! Why wouldn't I be? I'm as much a guest on this ship as you are. And who would deny themselves the pleasure of a ship so beautiful? The furnishings are immaculate. The food and wine are positively sumptuous. And I am of the firm belief that it's wasteful not to take advantage of the opportunities life presents you. And speaking of opportunities, don't just stand there. Take a seat and join me in having a drink. You've been blessed with the rare chance to sit and chat one-on-one with the most beloved
the goal
thief
of this man.
our time.
I can't believe that's how you describe yourself.
I would have taken the time to do that.
Well,
be like, fucking, I can't stand you
I'll have a drink.
sober. I might as well drink
Nothing
it. Drink my
alcoholic.
problems with.
Funny. I didn't realize you'd met Prince Oliver.
Ha! Indeed. There are few even among royals whose palate is so refined as his. Between our shared love of beauty and fundamental difference of opinion on
You
the nature
bother
of
the
love,
shit out of him, don't you?
he forever remains
Understandable.
an endless source of entertainment for me.
I fucking
I
called
sound
it.
very sorry for him. What happened down in Liberl sounds pretty amazing, though. I'd heard there were problems with orbital technology in southern Erebonia at the time, but I had no idea that was why.
Ha ha! That magnificent floating city was quite the sight to behold, let me tell you. Oh, how I wish I could have shown it to you. It would have changed your view of the world completely.
It really does sound amazing.
You've been doing that with the past 3 people.
Why am I sitting here having a friendly
And
discussion
one of
with a
them,
wanted
all right,
criminal?
I can't even be mad with crows, but like, you were just now questioning how you're just having a lovely chat and tea with a. Okay.
He has so many interesting and unusual stories, I got completely caught up listening to them.
Ha ha! A thief of my caliber can steal much more than
That just means you
objects
have
from
good ribs, but okay.
There. I was able to steal much of your time.
Nah.
And your interest.
Sorry, Crow did better.
Perhaps I stole your heart as well.
Rest assured that did not happen. Your stories were interesting, though, I'll admit. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know where Prince Olivert is now, would you? Last I checked, he wasn't actively fighting against the Alliance.
Ha ha! I imagine Duke Cayenne would welcome a man like the Prince with open arms into the Alliance, if he so wished to join. To my knowledge, he was always wary of the Chancellor himself. But I digress. I'm afraid not even I know where he is at the moment. However, I'm inclined to believe that wherever he's hiding, the Crimson Wings is there with him.
So the Courageous is missing too, then. Although the Duke's got some nerve if he expects Prince Oliver to side with him after he imprisoned the rest of the Imperial family.
But think, these kinds of things are simply what the great nobles of this country have always done. The War of the Lions, too, was brought about by numerous families of some
This is a part of
standing
an ancient
backing potential
prophecy, isn't it?
successors to the throne. Emperor Dreichels, as a late arrival to the war, was a mere exception to the rule.
No, given what I've
Wonder,
seen, that's
does
not the
Prince
case,
Oliver
but
think himself as the second
fine.
coming of Dreichels?
One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's military academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country.
I don't think he does. From what I can tell, he intends to try and end this war in a slightly different way from Dreichels.
Oh? Do tell.
sorry, but I should be going. Thanks for all the interesting
Hey,
stories.
it's
It helped me
Oliver.
work through things in my head a bit.
Don't spoil anything.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Oh no, he fancy.
I will be waiting at the edge of my seat to hear which path you choose. Join us, and you'll be warmly welcomed. Naturally, I'm fascinated by you as the Ashen Knight's pilot. But I'm even more fascinated with that brute strength of yours.
Okay.
I would love the chance to see the power of an ogre up close.
Huh. He just mentioned something that happens in SE, and in passing,
Anyway,
no less. Oh.
Excuse me.
Okay.
I wonder who's in here.
We got a visitor?
Come on in.
Excuse me.
Ah.
Figured it was you. Sup?
Not really
Have a seat.
spoilers. Yeah.
Bourbon? I suppose not.
Yeah, I really shouldn't. How come you guys are being so friendly, though? I mean, we're on opposing sides and all.
Why wouldn't we be? It's not like we're on a battlefield right now. We're Jaegers. Nothing unusual about us trying to cut some throats one day than sitting in a bar.
No, we're just wondering why you abandoned,
Of course, if you would rather
why did you
fight
abandon the
with us,
precious fee?
that can be
How
arranged.
dare you?
I shall have to politely decline. For one thing, I don't think I'd stand the slightest chance of taking you two down.
Wait, is she still in contact with
no
him?
need to be so pessimistic. Fee seems to think pretty highly of you. Have a little more faith in yourself.
Oh, this one's a great interaction.
At the very least, you'd be able to give us a real fight in your divine night. Not that I'd have any intention of losing even then.
The scary thing is, I'm pretty sure he's dead serious. Well, they're used to taking out tanks. They probably have their ways.
Oh yeah? Ranking 72nd for the year in an academy full of big shot students ain't half bad. Brings a tear to my eye to see our little Fee putting her heart into her education.
And don't forget, she was the youngest of her classmates, too. The boss was right when he said that she can do anything she puts her mind to.
You got that right.
What? Why are they acting like her dads?
A bit more ladylike
This
too.
is cute.
Oh, who am I kidding?
She's still young. She has
This
plenty of
this
time
really
to
does
develop
feel
on that
like I'm
she's so
no, not still in contact, but they talked when they met that girl. Yeah. I mean, I guess. I know. Zeno literally just being the mom, like, oh, she could work on her ladylike appearances to a bitch, she'll find man.
If you don't mind me asking, why did you leave Fee behind? After your boss was killed in a battle with his sworn enemy, I mean.
Oh no. Oh no.
Fee told you about that. It sounds like you're closer to her than I
Oh
thought
my
you were.
god, they are!
I trust this is simply me being
This
careful.
really is her two dads!
You haven't tried making any moves on her, have you?
Don't look up R34, thank you.
No, of course not. I wouldn't dream of it. I just want to know why you'd abandon her when she obviously means so much to the two of you. She thought of you all like family. Why did you leave her all alone?
Well, we had our reasons. Let's leave it at that. I know you want to know, but you're not the one we should be telling that to.
They're gonna die,
We'll be
aren't
sure
they?
to tell Fee our reasons in due time.
This is literally writing up to, yeah, we'll tell her when we're on our deathbed.
Alright. I can accept that.
Yeah, that was a, yeah, you should
She's our
correct that
classmate.
real quick before they
In
murder
that sense,
us.
she's like family to me, to us, too.
I mean, we haven't abandoned her yet, so...
We feel that way about her just as strongly as you do, if not more so. I want to be perfectly clear
Leonidas
on
will
that.
remember this. Now I get the
was right
answer
there.
later in the game.
Still.
Ah.
We'll remember you said that. Returning to the matter at hand, you're sure you haven't tried to make any
Ush,
moves
go.
on her?
This... I love this interaction.
Get out.
I love this so much, though.
They really are like two overprotective
I
fathers.
just... I do want to see... Just bring her through the final dungeon. Okay, that's not too hard. She's, like, permanently on my team.
Get a bit more out of them about what Zephyr is up to.
Oh.
All we did was talk about Fee the whole time.
I do kind of want to see if we meet other, like, Zephyr members. Just for the sole
wow.
fact of the... Oh boy, what are they gonna do to us? I mean, at least, yeah, it is kind
Now
of
I know
nice that
the
they
guys in
still,
Zephyr
like,
really
care
cared
about her.
So it
It's
wasn't a
just
complete
like,
waste of
okay,
time.
but... Look, you literally left this kitten in a shoebox at Thor's doorsteps. Like, please. Alright, it activates your fight or
I
flight
sense someone
response.
inside. What the?
Oh, this fucker. The most anime bullshit ever.
Oh, it's you. Got you were staying here too.
Yeah. What was that? It's gone now anyway. Maybe it was just my imagination.
So what's up? I couldn't give a damn whether you joined the Alliance or not, to be honest.
Oh, I didn't come here for any specific reason.
Interesting. You mixed by any chance?
Could I sit and talk to you for a while?
What a pain in the ass. So, what do you want to ask?
When we ran into each other back near Bereahard, you asked a weird question. Something about being mixed?
Oh, that?
I didn't have the chance to figure out what that meant at the time. But what did you mean?
Don't know if I can even explain that one. It's just something you feel. What we've got mixed into us is obviously different in strength and nature. It's kinda hard to put into words.
Yeah, seems that way. I know you're not trying to confuse me on purpose, but I really can't wrap my head around what you're saying.
Just watch. There's no trick to it. I'm not using an ornament, it's not magic. And I'm not using an artifact either. I just will fire to appear, and it does.
So it's just a totally unnatural ability.
Yeah, I guess you could
I'm
say
actually
that.
kind of glad he's explaining
Something that
this.
just gives you results, without the processes you'd usually have to go through to
Yes,
obtain
but
them.
we haven't been able to harness it except for the power of anger.
You've got one too, right?
Well, true. That power of mine wasn't something I gained from training. I don't even know where the power itself is coming from.
It's the same kind of thing. People who can do things like that usually have something mixed into them. Something foreign, unnatural, mixed into their body itself. Different to the church's stigmas. Looks like a pretty small part of it in your case, though.
Oh.
There, huh? Anyway, I couldn't tell you how, where, or why whatever it is got mixed into you. Sure you've got more questions, but sorry. I can't answer them.
No, it's okay. You've answered enough already. I feel like I understand myself a little better now, actually.
Good for you, I guess. So, we done now?
Yeah. Thanks for your time. Oh yeah. So how much of you is unnatural?
Huh?
Me?
What?
All of me.
No shit?
His circumstances seem very different from mine. Guess all I can do is remember what he said. Maybe there will come a time when it'll all make sense. I'm sure one day I'll find out what
Does
this
he?
power of mine is. What the story behind me being given this power as a kid is.
It sounds very edgy, but for real, he ain't lying. Yeah, it does sound very, very edgy, but like, are they actually gonna like say like why?
Huh? I think I can sense someone inside. Given the circumstances, I imagine it must be one of the people who fought us in Ymir. Huh? It's open. It's empty. Weird. I could have sworn I sensed someone in here.
Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Hello! Can you at least tell me, Draco, or is that supposed to be under censor too? Banui. It is Banui! She eepy. Cover her with a blanket so she's more
Looking
comfortable.
at her lying down like this, she really is just a child. Maybe 12? 13? Somewhere close to Milliam's age. How did a kid like this end up fighting with the Alliance?
Who are you? Who's calling me?
Is she talking in her sleep?
Situation assessed. Location
She's
is a room
been
inside
asleep
the guest
this
area
entire
of the
time.
Pentagram. 9 hours have passed since initial loss of consciousness.
More comfort, more cover up should be priority.
Then
Well,
again, she needs
yeah,
it at
but
her
she's
age.
taking a
She's
nap.
plenty of
Like,
going left.
well, I guess she was sleeping her full, like, 8 hours or so. Like, I understand.
Wait.
Honestly, simple alterations can be made so that this entire outfit isn't weird. But no, they chose to make some of this outfit kind of weird. Not kind of, very weird.
Reen Schwarzer, why are you here? Unless my memories have been tampered with, I believe this room was solely allocated to me.
Oh, it was. Sorry. If I'd known you were sleeping, I wouldn't have come in here.
So you're an intruder then. Clown Soleus.
No, it was just an innocent...
You know, understandable.
Whoa, can we at least talk about this?
No mercy
shit
for
out of him.
trespassers.
Oh my god, I didn't realize Cloud Soleus has a little Banui on him.
So you claim to have no inappropriate motives for sneaking into this room.
Not claim! I really didn't!
I just wanted to
Once
tuck
you
you
went
into
in,
bed. You look
fell victim to
sleepy.
temptation and chose to act in accordance to your desires.
No! No, I didn't! How many times do I have to explain what happened before you'll believe me?
I was
I'm
making
about to make a
joke.
dumb fucking joke.
Had you any intention of harming me, Clown
Okay,
Soleus
but
would have
he's got
attacked
a
you,
little banooey on
that
him.
he didn't
That's
prove your
cute.
innocence.
Oh, right. Then what was all that for? Oh, whatever. I suppose it's my own fault for coming in without permission. Anyway, I've cleared my name. I'll see you some other time, probably.
If that's what you want to do, you didn't come to ask me anything then?
Well, no. Honestly, I didn't even know you were in here. I do have a lot I'd like to ask you, though. And just as much I'd like to say to you. Okay, if you're offering, what are your reasons for helping the Alliance? Why do you have a puppet just like Milliam's? Just who are you?
The answer to your first question is, I was ordered to do so. As all information regarding Clown Soleus is confidential, I am unable to answer your second question. And as for the last one, I am unable to fully comprehend the depth of your question.
Oh, forget it. You abducted my sister and the princess. Whether you were ordered to or not doesn't change that. And it's not something I think I can forgive. See you around. Sorry, that was probably too harsh. I can't pretend to know anything about your circumstances, but I do know that you didn't abduct them of your own free will. Anyway, with that said, I'll be going. Maybe we'll have a chance to talk again sometime.
The Black Workshop.
What?
Okay, that's a little more horrifying, the
That's
fact
the
that
name
you
of the
just said you
place I
were
belong
loaned.
to. It was they who loaned me to the Noble Alliance. Unless you choose to join the Alliance, that is the most I'm able to disclose to you.
The name doesn't ring any bells, and loaned. That makes it sound like, I suppose it's none of my business. Thanks for telling me. I'll be sure to remember that name.
I can't see doing so holding any real purpose for you. Incidentally, did you have any untoward motives behind what you just did?
I want to protect her.
No, I did not. The Black Workshop?
Okay,
Loaned?
who else?
Sounds like stuff worth remembering.
She just... Wait, what the... Was it back in the same room? Oh no, it's in this room. Never mind. Oh, Duvali! You fucking dumbass!
Having to travel to and from Crossbell like this is utterly exhausting.
I just realized from that, like...
I'm doing this
From, like, the side that it was showed, she kind of looked like Saber. I'm sorry.
It's awfully familiar.
Who goes there? Wait! You're the Ashen Knight's pilot!
I remember you now. You're with Ouroboros. Duvali the Swift, right?
Actually, the funny thing is we've only barged into 2 people's rooms. And of the 3 ladies that we have went into, yeah. Nah, you're not wrong.
Arcade are only as bad as each other, I swear. Learn your place!
Actually, I just walked through the door normally. I should have probably knocked before I came in, though. Sorry about that.
Why did she change? What? Why did you go through all the trouble to put your armor back on?
Now that we're understood, what do you want? Have you come to tell me that you'll be fighting on our side after all?
Can you not jump to conclusions? Besides, it's not like you're working with the Alliance because you agree with what they're doing.
Oh, naturally. Lady Clotilde seems to have a purpose of her own. But for my part, I have no obligation to help the Alliance whatsoever. I'm simply cooperating because I was told doing so was necessary to the plan.
Plan? I'm not sure what she's getting at. Just so we're clear, that lord you keep mentioning isn't Vita Clotilde, is it?
No. She may be an Anguis like her, but my lord is the 7th, not the 2nd. She is the leader of the Stallritter. The great light which guides us. Gallant yet beautiful. Proud yet merciful.
Tell me you're a lesbian without telling me you're a lesbian.
She's the strongest knight of all. And oh, she's simply divine.
Well, you've made it clear how great you think she is. So the head of the Stallritter is also a woman?
She certainly is. And if you must know, 100 swordsmen of your strength couldn't hope to equal her. No, 1,000.
Tell me you're a lesbian without telling me you're a lesbian.
So scratch her.
Okay, I get it. She's strong. Still, if she's a woman who could be described as the strongest knight of all, Laura already noticed the similarity between the Eisenritter and Stallritter, but she really does sound like Saint Sandlot.
I see I've got you thinking. Incidentally, I may have already mentioned her title, but one can never share my lord's glory too many times. She's known as the Steel Maiden.
The Steel Maiden, huh?
And with that, I believe that's enough idle chatter. If you didn't come to tell me that you'll be fighting on our side, then we remain enemies. As such, we shouldn't be standing here being friendly with one another.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Sorry for bothering you. Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to ask. You're not an enforcer like Blue Blanc or Sharon, right? Is there any reason for that?
You just had to ask. Enforcers are selected by the Society's leader, the Grand Master. And in order to be selected as one and given a number, that person needs to be burdened by some kind of darkness. But just so we're clear, there is no correlation between having a number and one's strength, alright? I'm quite strong.
I didn't say you weren't, but it makes perfect sense. You don't strike me as someone who's carrying any kind of darkness with you. You're refreshingly
Listen, you have more
sincere.
depth than Elisa,
like
so that's
someone who
fine.
hates anything that strays from the path of righteousness.
I'll thank you not to spout such nauseating drivel in my presence.
That was kind of cute, I won't lie. Lesbian for Steel Maiden hair. Exactly. Listen.
She chased me
It
out.
makes sense.
I'm really curious about the Steel Maiden. Could she really have connection with the Lance Maiden? Perhaps even with the woman who helped us during our August field study.
Guess I gotta go up top.
This should be the guest of honor's room. Time to
Again,
see
we
who's
love
inside.
Duvali. She is interestingly precious.
Yes? Who is it?
That sounds like... Excuse me.
actually was hoping it was for Elise. Can I toss her off the bridge, please? Ah, good to know you're safe, Alphen. Can I take that bottle of wine?
I had a feeling it was you, but I didn't dare to hope.
It's you. It's really, really you.
Your Highness.
Alphen gives rewards, though.
How did you get here? This all feels like a dream.
I mean, we could just take the rewards right now and then leave her.
I don't think my heart could handle the disappointment.
It's really me. I'm so glad you're safe. I'm so sorry that you had to go through all of this. If I hadn't been so weak and careless, none of this would have happened.
You mustn't apologize. Simply being able to see you again is more than I could have hoped for.
You must have been really lonely. I'm here for you now, though. I might not be the most reliable person for the job, but I'm not going anywhere.
So that's what you've been doing all this time?
Oh, just get ready for the bullshit to come. What do you mean the bullshit?
I was happy all of us were able to get back together again. But then yesterday, I ended up being invited onto the ship by Duke Cayenne. That's why I'm here, talking to you.
I do recall thinking things were a little noisier than usual yesterday. Now I know why. Strange as it may sound, I suppose I owe the Duke my thanks. After all, if not for his invitation, we wouldn't have been able to find each other like this.
Sorry. I wish I could say I'd snuck on board to rescue you or something. Incidentally...
Hey, Embryonic, how's it going? How are you? And welcome, Raiders! Hello.
I'm afraid.
I am Rin. You cute Midwest Lunar Witch, and tonight we're playing some Trails of Cold Steel 2. Yes. Hold on. No, I spelled the name wrong. I'm sorry. I could just copy and paste. Why didn't I think of that? Hello. Mega Raid. Yes. Absolutely. Is my thing not working? I think my thing's not working. What the fuck? Okay, cool. I'll just do the actual shoutout thing. There we go. Hey! But how's it going? How are you? What were you playing today? Or doing today?
I can't say for sure, but I believe she's been
Hell
taken
yeah.
to the same place as my parents.
Really?
I'm sure it isn't news to you that my mother, father, and Cedric have been imprisoned somewhere. And apparently, they've chosen Elise to be my family's attendant.
Star Wars
So
Knight
it's
of the
likely
Old
wherever
Republic.
they've been taken,
Ooh, how?
she's right
And
there
how
with
was that?
them.
I haven't really heard much of the Star Wars games. Is that the new one? Good game? Hell yeah.
I'm not sure whether to feel relieved or what.
I can hardly blame you. I feel exactly the same way, even.
But why were you alone imprisoned on this airship? Surely there must be some reason.
That was Duke Cayenne's decision.
It's
I believe
RPG
he's
from
using
the
me
old
to
days.
suppress potential rebellion
Oh,
when areas
okay.
occupied by the
Ooh.
Alliance.
Hell yeah.
Having me address the people and calm them down.
Forgive me for saying so, but that's a little messed up. Using you like that.
I don't especially mind doing it, honestly. It's a simple enough task. People all across Erebonia are uneasy about this war. And as princess, I should do what's within my power to help calm their nerves.
But at the expense of your own feelings? I know you want to help, but you can't be happy about being used as the Alliance's puppet to deceive them. Plus, you've been forcibly separated from your family, your best friend. You don't even know where they are.
Yes, but
Naturally, you got HK, yeah. What's
oh, why
HK?
even bother? You see through everything, don't you, Reen? Anyway, putting my feelings aside, what do you plan to do now? I presume you don't intend to actually do whatever Duke Cayenne tells you to.
Well, I'm really not sure what to do. The longer this war goes on, the more people will suffer because of it. But even so, I don't feel as though siding with the Noble Alliance is the right course of action. And the same goes for the Imperial Army. I can't in good conscience side with them either.
I see.
There's so much to think about. You're being used as a puppet against your will? And then Elise is imprisoned somewhere too.
I got the Switch
being
Remaster
forced to do
version.
who knows what.
HK47
have to
is
act
probably one of
somehow
the
to
best
change
characters
things.
in video games. Are in a snarky droid who is actually capable. But I already have that. But cool. I'm building bounty hunter style. Oh.
That wasn't your fault, Reen.
Ever since I was taken in by my family all those years ago, I've tried to be a brother figure to her.
The fucking image.
I became the person I am today because of them. They've always loved me like they would a real son. And she's always treated me like a real older brother. You saw that power of mine, didn't you? And what I look like when I use it?
Well, yes, I did.
Back when I was a kid, something just like that happened. I ended up using it right there in front of her. She should have been terrified of me. But if she was, she never once let it show. She treated me exactly the same as
The Wookiee
before.
is amazing. Just for the alien voice. Ah.
And that was when I swore, deep within my heart, no matter what happened, no matter what I had to do, I would always protect her. And that's why I can't help but wonder. I can't help but wonder if now's the time to live up to that promise. If I should put her before everything else. Even if I have to ignore or outright betray my own personal beliefs in the process.
Reen.
Stop! No! No! Yeet time! Yeet the child! Throw her off the bridge! No!
What? Your Highness.
I know Elise far better than you think I do. In fact, I'd even go as far as to say I know her better than you. Reen, she's already told me so much about what happened 8 years ago. She told me about how that snowy day was what inspired you to take up the sword.
I must fix the baby. Hello, Ashley. How's it going?
How what happened
Damn.
stays with you even now. And she even told me that, while she hated how she felt the tiniest bit happy because of it. Because
See,
it
here's
meant
the
that your
problem with
attention,
Princess Elfin.
your
She's not our
love, and
sister.
your
She's the
sense of
same age as our
responsibility
little
were directed
sister.
towards her and no one
And she
else.
does not hesitate to try to ship us with our sister or ship us with her. Like, she full on has tried to get into our pants. And she's just uncomfortable. Like, I understand right now she's got to kind of grow up a little bit, but she also
More
hasn't
than
stopped.
anyone how selfish that
Also, you
was.
spelled prophecy wrong. Thank you. You spelled prophecy wrong. Listen, it's fine.
She may have had other reasons for choosing to go to Saint Estraya, but her main reason? was that she didn't want you to
Elfin
keep
is
feeling
ick
guilty
for
because of
real.
her,
Okay,
more than
short day at work.
anything else.
Aw, hell yeah.
She wanted to free you
Sounds
of your
like-
burdens.
Sounds like that's a good time.
You should know. When you joined Thor's and were making new friends, and you finally seemed to be moving forward, she felt a little jealous, and even a little lonely at being left behind. But she was so very, very happy for you too. So please, Reen. Please don't use Elise to justify not choosing your place in this war. Because I know for a fact, she wants you.
Is this giving me permission to commit war crimes?
Your own path and find true
I'll use this
happiness.
as permission to commit war crimes.
How could I have been so blind? All this time I thought I was trying to protect her, and it's been the other way around since the start. And that's not just true for her either. Mom, Dad, Master Ka-Fi, all my friends at Thor's, they've been supporting me this whole time. How could I have missed something so obvious? I think
Not
I
you.
finally understand what I've been lacking inside of me all this time.
She has done
So
literally
focused
nothing
on
for
trying to
you.
protect others,
At all.
I never stopped to think about how
So baby,
relationships
hello,
are
hey
choice.
bottom bitch. Hello, my lovely top. How's it going? His dog also. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like I try to support them. I have as much of an effect on them as they do on me. How did I not realize before now?
Technically, she's
sorry,
a
Master.
POW of a
I
civilian
think you gave me
and a
that
civilian.
intermediate scroll a
Beyond
bit
that,
too soon.
seeing the princess is a war crime. Okay, so I have justifications to commit a war crime. Thanks for talking with me today. It was so fun. It was. I miss talking to you, Zom baby. But yes,
Never, I suppose.
I know you're gonna be busy in a bit, so take care of yourself.
Because now I finally feel like I'm ready. As long as I keep that fact in mind, I won't lose control again.
I have attained. Okay. Spirit unification when the time comes. The fuck is that? S-Craft, I absorb your soul. With the powers of our souls combined.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I've got you to thank for that. Forget honorary. You sounded just like my real sister for a minute. So, thank you. I think it's time we get going. I wouldn't want to keep my classmates waiting any longer than I already have.
A pity, but you're right.
Stop.
I was rather hoping we could stay like this a
Never
little
really
while
used
longer.
spirit unification, but it has its
suppose all
uses
good
if you
things
know
have
what
to
to
come to
do,
an
especially in
end.
3 and 4. So it is completely useless right now.
Take care of yourself, Reen. I'll leave Elisa's rescue to you. No matter what it takes, please.
Wait, what?
Why are you shaking your head?
I said it's time we get going, didn't I? There's no way I'm leaving my sister's best
Oh,
friend in prison in a
okay.
place like this. I will get the two of us off this ship. So
Wait,
stay
what?
close to me.
Wait, what? What the fuck?
Right.
Okay, but how?
So, do you have an escape plan?
Valimar, the Ashen
I'm
Knight
sure he
is
can
on the
break
deck.
those easily.
He's chained up there. But if we can get to him, I'm sure we can find some way to use him to get away from
But you're gonna see the power of it for real. There's some,
We need to
there's some
find a way to
system
get out
stuff,
of
of
this
course.
part of the ship without
Yeah.
anyone noticing.
Sister, yeah.
Alright then.
Not sister. She's not our sister, and our actual sister is like not also not our sister. We just were raised with her. But man, she makes me uncomfortable.
Elise is going to be so envious.
Like, can you not? Okay,
Let's get going.
Oh, wait, there was that... Okay, but first of all, how is Alphen... You know what, we're just not gonna question it. Okay, I do have to question, though.
So try to keep your voice down.
Where... How...
Not to worry.
Do I have to question? I don't know if I have to question. I want to question. Like, I need to question this so bad. Like, did we just stick her in our pocket? What are you doing, stepsis? They're not even step siblings. He's adopted.
Thought so. It's a vent.
Well, that's convenient. Might it lead to somewhere else on the ship, you think?
Most likely. Still, I can't very well ask a princess.
You know, at least
to
she's
crawl
more
through a
down
vent.
for it than fucking Elisa
Nonsense,
or
Green, of
Elisa
course you
was.
can. I'm ready to begin our great escape.
But it's going to be all dark inside. And probably filthy, too.
A little bit of darkness and dirt never hurt anyone. I had to travel through some fairly narrow underground passages when escaping from Heimdall, too.
Yeah,
All right?
no,
How about I go
no.
first? I'm smaller than you after
I mean,
all.
still not blood really true.
No,
She's gonna get stuck
definitely
somewhere.
not.
She... Yeah.
Well,
She
all right with
probably
it.
will.
But I'll be going first. Like I said before, just stick.
All right, then.
No, I know she knows exactly what she's doing, and that's the
I
worst
think a
part.
princess would be more mindful when she's wearing a dress.
Wow. Riveting gameplay. It's an air duct.
Surprised. It's not dirty at
What
all
is
in
this?
here.
Maybe it's because the ship's newly built?
The fact that I... Oh my god, there's a stepbrother, I'm
there's a
stuck in the
corner.
vet.
We must be past the
Green,
guest
I'm
area
stuck in the
deck.
vet. Like, bruh. Okay. Don't make those sounds.
Looks like we're in the clear for that part of the ship, at least.
My, that was intense. It's like I've stepped right into the world of one of those spy novels that are so popular these days.
Anyway, here's hoping we can make it to the deck without getting caught.
Let me
is
re-put
it?
you back in my
Soldiers
pocket,
are
because
coming this
apparently
way.
that is just something
Keep a
now.
safe distance and let me handle this.
It feels like the closest thing we have to someone ordinary around here is that kid. It's pretty nerve-wracking having to be around them all.
Well,
I just wish I could get to see Princess Alphen in person.
Oh,
well, he got his wish.
Too late.
It's just like one of my Japanese animes.
Now's our chance.
Yeah.
Let's move.
Okay. I'm guessing that's for, Sure, Alphen.
All right.
I mean, that makes sense. You have...
Understood.
Don't have much.
It's my turn.
Oh, they're not close enough. No. No. Eh.